Hello, boys and girls. All right, I'm so excited because we've come a long way and now we're going to be able to do something that's a little bit more complicated with a few more steps involved, but I know you can do it. What we're going to be doing today is by the end of this lesson, you should be able to say, I can compare decimals with fractions with mixed numbers. So, for example, here we have a fraction, a decimal, and a mixed number. In order to be able to compare them though, you have to make them all the same form. So this is a fraction, this is a decimal, this is a mixed number. We have to decide what do we want to convert them all to. The best way to go about this is to convert them all to decimals. How do we convert a fraction to a decimal? You know the answer. You have to divide the numerator divided by the denominator. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to do my work. Whatever is on top, which is the numerator, is going to go inside the little house, and it's going to be divided by the denominator. So quickly, can 3 be divided by 4? No. I put a 0. 0 times 4 is 0. Subtract. I get 3. There's a remainder. There's nothing to bring down. This is when I add my decimal. And now I add a 0, bring it down. 30 divided by 4. What's 30 divided by 4? Well, the closest you're going to get is 7. That 7 has to be after the decimal because it goes above the 0 that you just brought down. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract, you get 2. Add another 0, bring it down. Don't ever add another decimal. Once you put one decimal down, that's it. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So my answer is 75 hundredths. I want you to think of money for a quick second. Use common sense. Think of money. If I have 4 quarters and somebody takes away 3 of those 4 quarters, they took away 75 cents, didn't they? Look at this decimal. It's 75 hundredths, which is 75 cents. So now we know that 3/4 can be replaced with 75 hundredths. The next number that we've been given, we don't have to change it because it's already a decimal. So we're going to write down 0.25, or you just can write down 25 to keep it all the same. Here we have 75 hundredths. Here we have 25 hundredths. 2.5. That's a mixed number. I need to change it to a decimal, but I can't do it because it's a mixed number. So first I have to change it to an improper fraction. After I change it to an improper fraction, then I have to change it to a decimal. The way we change it to an improper fraction is you start from the bottom and then you work yourself up. Work your way up. 2 times 2 is 4. So I multiply the denominator times the whole number and then plus the numerator. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 over 2. That is my fraction, but I'm not done. I have to divide. So let's do the division. 5 goes inside the house, divided by 2. How many times can 2 go into 5? 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract, I get 1. Add a decimal, add a 0. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. No remainder. My answer is 2.5. Does that make sense? Well, let's look. 2.5. 2 wholes and 1/2. 2 wholes, 0.5. 0.5 is 1/2. Now look at this. If I add a 0, that's like $2.50. This is like $2 and half of another dollar, which is 50 cents. So that makes sense. 2.5. Now it's time to compare. Remember, if there's a number in front of the decimal, it means I have a whole amount. I have 2 wholes and 5/10. So now I can compare 2 wholes and 5/10. We have to read the directions very carefully. Sometimes the directions will say, put them in order from greatest to least. And sometimes it'll be the opposite, from least to greatest. In this case, we're going to practice greatest to least. Since this has 2 holes, here I don't have any holes, and here I don't have any holes. This is the greatest, 2 holes and 5/10. Next, I have to compare 75 hundredths to 25 hundredths. Here I have 75 hundredths is greater than 25 hundredths. And think of money. 75 cents is more than 25 cents. So 0.75 is greater than 0.25. And there you have it. On a test, sometimes you have to change the numbers back to the original form. So be aware of that. If it was 2.5 on the test, you might see 2.5 written down. 0.75 originally was 3/4. And then 0.25 was the original as well. All right, boys and girls, I hope that helps you review. Good luck.